All right, here we go again. We're not even close to being done with our stogies, so that's a fucking beautiful thing. What is going on Nation? So, 3 for 3.
3 times the charm.
Yep. And now is a movie review. So, I've been having trouble with some of our social media sites getting videos up.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I won't have that problem with any of these. And if I do, you won't know because you won't hear
You won't even see the fucking video.
Yeah, you won't hear this.
So who knew?
So yeah, now it's movie review time. So we typically look for a bad movie or a somewhat bad movie to review. We had a few choices.
Mm-hmm.
One was either a werewolf Sasquatch kind of thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeti, something lost on Everest, kind of thing.
We didn't choose that one. The other one, which is actually a pretty good movie, was Christine, which we just didn't do.
Right. Because we still wanted to try and find something campy and hysterical.
Yeah, Christine is a John Carpenter film too.
Right.
So
how bad could it be? Right.
Yeah. I mean, John Carpenter has a level. Like, you're in
He's
that
got
framework,
that standard. Yeah.
You know. Stephen King movies, however, completely hit or miss. And they can be great. They can be well-produced Hollywood blockbusters like Shawshank, or they can be complete shit.
Right.
Like made
Silver
for
Bullet.
TV. Like made for TV fucking movies. You know, Salem's Lot.
Yeah, that was fucking cool. And the book was incredible. I loved Salem's Lot, the book.
Right.
The movie was complete horseshit, but the book was great.
So instead, T saw
Lucio Fulci, who was a classic. But in my defense, we were looking for a horrible horror movie. I picked a classic that turned out to be a horrible horror movie. So it kind of worked out.
So yeah, you see things when you're 8 and you think they're fantastic, and then you rewatch them as an adult and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like Superman 2.
Yeah.
Like I used to think that movie was great, and I rewatched it as an adult, and I was like,
we had that dude in Zandel for about a year.
It's true. And it was kind of embarrassing.
Like, before Zod.
Like embarrassing. Anyway, we watched Lucio Fulci, City of the
Living Dead.
City of the Living Dead, 1980.
Yep.
Released in America in 1983.
Right. So it was it was done a year after Zombie 2.
Yeah. So, yeah, he did Zombie and Zombie 2.
Right.
We actually thought they came.
If any of you don't know,
City of the Living Dead, and they didn't.
But if any of you don't know or it doesn't click who we're talking about, Lucio Fulci's Zombie is the classic zombie picture image that everybody knows, with just the one zombie head with the worm coming out of the eye. That's Lucio Fulci's Zombie. So he really is iconic for what he was.
Right. He's iconic he's known for being kind of over the top with the gore. You know, kind of pushing boundaries for the time, especially absolutely. In Italy.
Yeah.
You know, which is very
very
nome
del Padre,
di Fili,
Espíritu Santo. Yeah. So.
So yeah, we were like, Harry, fuck it, yeah, we'll give it a whirl. You know, we didn't think it was going to be. We didn't think it was going to be a bad.
Right now, but in our defense, right, the MO is to get pizza and enjoy a shitty horror movie so that we can entertain you next day, right? However,
and ourselves,
right? However, what usually ends up happening is we're 3/4 of the way through the pizza before we even pick a fucking movie.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to be like, hey, you know what? Enough of this horse shit. Let's pick it. Let's go. Let's get going.
Yeah. I'm normally sitting there like an asshole with the remote going through the movies.
Right.
This guy's devouring half a fucking pizza, and I'm standing there like, you know, this is some bullshit.
So that was the setup. Initially, first 10, 15 minutes, very nostalgic. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun.
Yep.
Starts off great. With the priest look like a zombie hanging himself.
Yep.
We're like, all right, game on.
Right, we're setting it up.
Right, and then all of a sudden, right?
Yep.
Just down. Then it was City of the Living Boredom for easily about an hour and 25 of the hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah. So this movie was kind of Lovecraftian. You know, it's based in H.P. Lovecraft's Dunwich, mythical city of Dunwich, which is in the Salem, Massachusetts area.
Right.
It's kind of a zombie movie.
Well, but the thing is, the plot really didn't make much sense.
No, because it made no fucking sense.
Because I don't understand how the zombie theme had anything to do with being where the Salem witch trials were. There was nothing about a witch. There was nothing about but they kept on referencing every once in a while.
They'd reference the
Salem witch trials.
Yeah, people would talk about being descendants of the
witches and
witch hunters or whatever, but it didn't really factor into anything. So yeah, it's a really convoluted plot. Some woman has a vision of the living dead coming through the gates of hell. The priest apparently opened the gates of hell when he hung himself. And, we kind of go from there. There's a reporter in New York that's trying to get the story. I don't know what story. The woman that had the vision died, and then she came back to life.
Or buried alive. Maybe she was in a stupor and she was buried alive.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's kind of like, this is supposed to be like the 80s, so people shouldn't be getting buried alive in a stupor. Well, this isn't, we're not like Edgar Allan Poe's time.
Sure, yes,
where they're like, yeah, they're dead.
Well, you got to put the ring on the finger with the string right to the bell. So you'd be like, no, fuck you buried me alive, motherfucker.
So yeah, and the plot just got really, really convoluted. So some decent violence, some decent gore,
and that was what made it worth it.
Some horrible acting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Horrible. I mean, some people were okay.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple actors that were okay, but for the vast majority,
terrible.
Horrible.
Now, what was kind of added to the charm is that the picture and the audio was just a hair off. Just a hair off, so it kind of looked like we were watching Kung Fu Theater if you really paid attention.
Yeah. A little bit of that Kung Fu Theater vibe. At times, I didn't know if I was watching a spaghetti western or fucking Bela Lugosi's fucking Dracula, because he was really going with the eye shots.
Yeah.
And like people are talking and you just see their nose and their eyes. And I'm like, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
So special effects were decent, especially
for the time.
For the time. Even today, I mean, some of the special effects still hold up.
Yep. And it really was like pretty fucking disgusting when they would do certain things. So,
yeah.
Fulci lived up to his name.
Right, but the movie was boring
as fuck.
He knocked out with about a half hour to go. He was dying.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that late.
No.
And it was just that boring.
It was like a horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, it was just that boring. The plot is really like not a plot.
For all of you 420 fans, this is the indica of zombie movies.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, but you mean it'll knock you the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So really non-existent plot, bad writing. The zombies. This is the most disturbing thing. Is like, I don't know if they were supposed to be zombies or ghost zombies, because there'd be nothing there, and then they would just
materialize.
Appear, and then they would kill somebody and disappear.
Right.
And they just appear and disappear, appear and disappear, appear and disappear. So it wasn't your traditional shambling zombie movie like where you had consistent zombies that you had to fight or get away from. And also, when they got killed, I think 2 of them got killed.
You didn't have to get them through the head.
No. They both got like gut stabbed.
Yeah.
And that was the end of them.
And then they spontaneously combust.
Yeah. Well, that was at the end.
Yeah.
I think that was probably
just because of the priest.
Because of the priest and the cross.
Right.
Kills the priest with a big wooden cross that happens to be buried underground in what actually looked like a stone coffin above ground that somehow led underground into a mausoleum. An underground mausoleum, which the back wall of led to some version of hell or something. Really convoluted. And then the ending made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
No sense at all.
Right. But I mean, anyway, in pure Fulci fashion, there's never a resolution to his movies. Everybody's fucked.
Yeah, but everybody kind of... This one, I was surprised because there kind of was a resolution, because the bad guys seemed to get burned up and die.
Right.
All the zombies seemed to get burned up and die. They seemed to accomplish their task.
So I just kind of thought when the 2 cops saw them coming out of the grave that they would just pop, End the movie right there.
Yeah, that would have been a little too close to Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would have called plagiarism on that one. So yeah,
we got another one.
I mean, watch it if you want the nostalgia. I know there are going to be people that are going to hate on us for this review.
Yeah,
man, I'm at a 4 at best.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
I'm at a 4 at best, and
only because of the nostalgic factor
and the gore. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it. I mean, I'm really like thinking probably should give it a 3, but I'll go with a 4. So yeah, City of the Living Dead,
prequel to The Beyond, which is a prequel to House by the Cemetery.
Yeah.
So if you want to,
it's apparently a trilogy, but I don't know how much of a trilogy it is, or if the stories even combine.
Right. But if you want to experience the trifecta of Trazodone,
right? The trifecta. Oh shit.
Then
yeah, tranquilizer.
Yeah.
If you need a tranquilizer, by all means.
So, and hey, maybe we're not seeing something that you see. So again, let us know. This isn't a one-side thing. It's not a debate.
No, it actually is a one-side thing. But feel free to comment.
I'm just saying. Don't mean we got to agree with you.
Click the like, click the subscribe. Yeah. It's not like we're ever gonna get monetized.
So. Right. So it doesn't matter. You kidding? I fucked that up with my coffee mug right away.
Yep.
Right.
That's all.
So
and the shit I got added out of the last video. Anyway, until next time, this was our movie review.
All right.
Of the week.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks. See ya.
See, that's okay to say.